Alright, Supreme Darkness stream is here, this time with 2 villain support, with the return of the Battle Beast with Gladiator Beast, and Sayol with Arcana Force, and with Dio Zawaldo, kinda. So let's begin. So we start off with Slave Bear, or Test Bear if you want to go with the TCG translation. But anyway, it's a level 4 Earth Beast with 900 attack with 600 defense, and both effects are hard once per turn. The first one is that if you control the Gladiator Beast that was special summoned from your deck or extra deck, you can special summon this card from your hand. If you guys don't remember, Gladiator Beast playstyle focuses on battling and then special summoning throughout the deck, or in this case extra deck as well through Context Fusion. So this part is definitely going to be pretty easy. But the second effect is that you contribute this card, shuffle 1 Gladiator Beast monster from your hand or face up on the field to the deck or extra deck and special summon up to 2 Gladiator Beasts from your deck. And this is of course treated as a Gladiator Beast special summon effect. Pretty decent to trigger some more effects, especially setting up your field just for more fusion plays. The only thing is, this is not a Gladiator Beast, but the special summoning part is treated as Gladiator Beast. So overall, this is not too bad to run. And then we go to Gladiator Beast Magister, which is a level 3 Earth Beast with 1200 attack, 2000 defense. The first 2 effects are hard once per turn. The first one is that you can reveal this card along with another Gladiator Beast from your hand and special summon this card along with the other monster. Pretty nice for setup play, especially since that immediately gets you a fusion summon in many ways. And the second effect is that if this card is special summoned by a Gladiator Beast monster effect, you can add 1 Gladiator spell or trap from your deck to your hand, which is of course going to be done by Gladiator Beast playstyle or just by your fusion monster effects. And then the third effect is typical Gladiator Beast, where at the end of the battle phase, if this card battled, you can shuffle into the deck to special summon 1 Gladiator Beast monster from your deck except itself. You mainly use it for the first 2 effects, but in that third part is kind of slow these days. And now to the new ultimate Gladiator Beast fusion monster, Gladiator Beast Claudius, which is a level 12 Dark Beast fusion with 3700 attack, 2600 defense, requires 5 Gladiator Beast monsters, and must first be special summoned from the extra deck by shuffling the above cards from your field and or graveyard into the deck or extra deck. And because of this fusion summoning method, it means that you can use your whole entire graveyard as a resource for this fusion summon, which makes this card already really good. But anyway, if this card is special summoned this way, you can conduct your next battle phase twice. Yeah, each monster having 2 attacks each can be quite nasty, especially on a battle-based deck. And then third effect is that once per turn, if your opponent activates a monster effect, you can activate this effect based on whose turn it is. If it's on your turn, special summon 1 Gladiator Beast monster from your deck. If it's on your opponent's turn, special summon 1 level 11 or lower Gladiator Beast monster from your extra deck, ignoring the summoning condition. Yeah, just being able to summon anything from your extra deck can be quite nasty, except for itself of course, but still, you have your whole entire toolbox of extra deck in your disposal practically. Overall, cool new boss monster, definitely ultimate Gladiator Beast. Easy to summon since you can use your whole entire graveyard just to Pot of Avarice your whole entire graveyard and just basically summon this card, and double attack for a battle based deck. And the second effect just triggers more Gladiator Beast effects, because if it's on your turn, you're going to be special summoning from your deck, which is of course going to trigger their effects. So overall, just cool new boss monster. And now to a new Link monster, it's Gladiator Beast Dorius, which is a Link 2 Earth Beast Warrior with 1700 attack, bottom left, and requires at least 2 monsters including Gladiator Beast. And the first effect is hard once per turn, where if this card is Link summoned, you can activate this effect. You cannot use monsters as material for Link monsters except for Gladiator Beast. Also special summon 1 level 4 or lower Gladiator Beast monster from your hand or graveyard. Or if your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon 1 Gladiator Beast monster from your deck instead. Of course, this sets up your plays, and yes, you can do further Link plays here. Luckily, it only restricts you to use Gladiator Beast as material, so meaning that you're not restricted to Gladiator Beast summoning. But overall, not too bad, especially since it triggers their effects. But the second effect is that Gladiator Beast monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect during your opponent's battle phase. This is very helpful, especially to trigger some of your Gladiator Beast bounce back effects to special summon more, because they need to battle. So overall, just decent support. And finally, to a field spell, Flavus Arena of the Gladiator Beast. Its first 2 effects are hard once per turn. The first one is that you can discard 1 card to add 1 Gladiator Beast monster from your deck to your hand. This is just already really good because you can literally search out throughout your whole deck. And it also sets up the graveyard on top of it. But anyway, second effect, when your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can special summon 1 Gladiator Beast monster from your deck. If you do, it cannot be destroyed by battle. So basically, it lets you get some battle protection, which is pretty nice. Doesn't trigger the Gladiator Beast effects because they're not by monster effects, but it does give you big bigger field presence, especially the first effect to let you search. But anyway, the third effect is that during the end phase, if a Gladiator Beast monster was special summoned from the deck this turn, you can set one Gladiator trap from your deck. Wow, just letting you set more stuff from your deck. Just overall pretty good. This is overall must play, and definitely a new main card of the deck because it just lets you search out throughout your whole deck, and any type of card that does that basically is must play. And now back to the tarot cards with Arcana Force. We start off with Arcana Force 5, the Heroine, which is a level 4 light fairy with 1500 attack and defense, and the first effects that you can discard this card for the rest of the turn. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when Arcana Force monster is summoned to your field. This is so your coin tossing effects don't get negated basically, in which the second effect is the coin tossing effect on summon. If it's heads, special summon one level 4 lower Arcana Force monster from your deck with a different name from the ones you control and in your graveyard. Of course, very helpful. But the tails is the negative effect where special summon one Arcana Force monster to your opponent's field from your deck. Once again, what's with the negative effects and the positive effects? Luckily, there's the first effect which can be very helpful. Luckily, it's not going to relate to the next few cards, in which we go to Arcana Force 19, the Sun, which is a level 7 light fairy with 2900 attack and defense, and the first effect is hard once per turn. So if you activate a coin tossing effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. Level 7 29 body is already very nice. In which the second effect is the coin tossing effect, where if it lands on heads, set one spell card that has a coin tossing effect from your deck. On tails, destroy all spells and traps on the field. Hey, at least this one has two positive effects regardless which one you roll, but once again it relies on luck. But still overall one of the better Arcana Force to run. Mainly because of the fact that you can special summon itself, and the coin tossing effect are both positive regardless which one you flip, although the tails one can be a bit negative as well, because if it destroys your own spells and traps that you need, it can suck. And now when light and darkness become together, it becomes chaos. Behold, Arcana Force Extra, the Chaos Ruler, which is a level 10 light fairy fusion monster with 3300 attack, 3300 defense. Funny that it has less attack than the light and dark ruler, which are both 4000 attack and defense. Requires 3 Arcana Force monsters with different names, and that can even include your opponent's side of the field. Must first be special summoned from your extra deck by sending above cards from either field to the graveyard. And then when summoned, you toss a coin. On heads, you summon a level 10 Arcana Force monster from your hand or deck ignoring summon condition, aka one of your light or dark rulers. And on tails, add one card with a coin tossing effect from your deck to your hand. Once again, the boss monsters gain good effects regardless which one you flip. But then there are, of course, some situations that are better than others when it comes to the coin tossing effects. But anyway, second effect, your opponent cannot activate monster effects on the field while light barrier is on the field. That's pretty nice as well, especially if light barrier is negated, you can still have this effect active. Just overall cool new boss monster that just basically has good positive effects. It's just kind of funny that it has less attack than both the light and dark ruler when technically it's a fusion of both. And then we go to the Wave of Light, which is a continuous spell, and during the standby phase, if you do not have light barrier in the field zone, you have to toss a coin and the result is tails. The next two effects are negated, which the second one is that fairy monsters you control get 300 attack and defense, and the third effect is a hard once per turn where you can discard one card to add 2 Arcana Force monsters with different name from each other from your deck to your hand, but you can only special summon Arcana Force for the rest of the turn. Overall, the effects are good except for the coin tossing effect, meaning that once again, if you get misfortune, it sucks. But it is definitely one of those cards that you must run because it's your searcher. And finally, the last card, Arcana Spread. You can only activate one of these two effects in the same turn. So the first one is toss a coin, and if light barrier is on the field, you choose one of the effects instead. So if it's heads, special summon one level 4 lower Arcana Force monster from your deck, very helpful. Tails, special summon one monster from your graveyard that has a coin tossing effect. This is overall really good because regardless what you flip, you actually get to summon something, which is actually not too bad. It's just timing wise, it could be a little weird, especially if it's on your first turn if you have nothing in the graveyard. But overall, it's not too bad. But the second effect is that you get advantage this card from your graveyard to add one card from your graveyard with a coin tossing effect to your hand. Overall, it's a must run because regardless what you flip, you get something out of it, and it's a summon, not search directly to your hand, which is a bonus. And also lets you recycle on top of it. So overall, a cool new addition. So that's it for the new Gladiator Beast and Arcana Force support. What do you guys think of it? Overall, it's just cool new support. Gladiator Beast definitely gets a lot of cool new stuff. Arcana Force, after for so long, finally gets some good support, even though it still has the luck-based effect where it can still be a bit negative, but is definitely better than the first wave, obviously. And after for so long, it's basically a huge improvement. And it's definitely just needed support. And it's just good to see. But in that's it for this, and see you next time.